Hello students, I hope you all are doing well. In our previous classes we have discussed about reflection of light through a plane mirror and also in spherical mirrors. We have seen how to do numericals and everything. So we have finished our topic. Today we will be starting with a new topic, that is refraction of light. Now in reflection of light there was only one medium involved. That is the light used to reflect back or bounce back to the same medium after getting reflected from any reflecting surface. Now in refraction of light there will be two mediums involved. So in refraction the light will travel from one medium to another medium. So we will deal with refraction of light. So here there are two mediums involved, that is medium 1 and medium 2. Now we can take medium 1 as air and medium 2 can be glass or water or any other medium. So this is the line dividing the two mediums. Now what happens when any ray of light strikes in the surface of medium 1? After refraction, here we will draw the normal. So the angle between the incident ray and the normal is your angle of incidence. It is same as in case of refraction as also in case of reflection. So what happens after refraction, this ray will not bounce back into the same medium. Rather than that, it will transfer into the second medium. That is, it will go into the second medium. Now whether it will be towards the normal or away from the normal, it will depend upon the densities of these two mediums. Okay, now let's assume this is the refracted ray. And the angle between the normal and the refracted ray is called angle of refraction or R. So angle I is your angle of incidence and angle R is your angle of refraction. Okay, now we will see three cases basically. So case 1 is when a ray travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium. Rarer medium means we can take air as rarer medium and denser medium can be anything like glass or water. So when a ray passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, the refracted ray bends towards the normal. Okay, the refracted ray will bend towards the normal. So from rarer to denser towards the normal. Okay, now in this case you can see that angle of refraction is always lesser than angle of incidence, obviously, because it's bending towards the normal. So angle I will be greater than angle R. Okay, next case, case number 2. In this case, we will see that when an incident ray is passing from a denser medium to a rarer medium, what happens? So when it passes from a denser medium to a rarer medium, the refracted ray moves away from the normal. So from dense to rare, away from normal. Here angle I is less than angle R. So here angle R, or the angle of refraction, is greater than angle of incidence. Case number 3, we will see if any ray falls normally to the surface, what will happen? It will pass normally in the same path, that is, there is no deviation. If any ray falls on the normal, it will pass to the second medium without any deviation. So traveling along normal goes undeviated. In this case you can see angle I is equal to angle R is equal to 0 degree. So again I will tell you the three cases, a quick recap. From rarer to denser, towards the normal. From dense to rare, away from the normal. And if it falls in 90 degree to the surface, it will go undeviated. Now next we will see what is the cause of refraction. That is, why is the light refracting